Hello everybody, it's Punjete again. I know that there's newer pedals out there than the RP150, but for those of us who still have this, I'd like to show a few more tricks I've learned. Also I'd like to show this in a little bit cleaner fashion so you can see what's going on. The last one was a little bit grainy and kind of hard to follow. So let's get into this. We're picking track 17, or patch 17. Like I said, I like this one. It's clean. But the other thing is that I haven't been able to find any other tracks that I can do this demo or this loop track effect with and not have the loop fade away. They seem to degrade over time, after a few rounds of the loop, and after fiddling with it, I just keep it around 17. But I have learned a couple new things that makes it a little more versatile. So what we're going to do is the same thing we did before. We want to set our drums first. So we go down here to the very bottom line. Should be the red line here. That's your drum settings. And we're going to set our drum speed to 29. And we'll go ahead and start those. Now what I've done, okay, I'll shut those off for the moment. What I've done is I've just set the first dial here, the tone library, which can tell you if you want hard rock or country rock or the different styles out there. You kind of fiddle with one you like. Any of these drum styles will work as long as you keep the speed at 29. Now the nice thing is because some beats themselves, the bass drum or the hi-hats or something have different tempos, you can kind of use that to work within your measure here. So we're going to start it back at B1 and we'll do our drums now. Now that we've got our drum set, we're going to go up to delay. So the second one from your red line is your delay. Now it doesn't matter what yours is set here, just make sure you set it to on. So if it's already off, just hit on. Okay. Now once we're like this, go ahead and crank both the next dials, effects library and effects level, all the way to max. So you should see 5.0 and RH on these. Now that's pretty much set. We're pretty much done. We're ready to record. Now all we have to do is just kind of fiddle as we go. So first what we're going to do is we're going to start our drums. I'm going to push this button right here. That'll start our drums. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my effects level to 99 and lay out my rhythm track. Now go ahead and do that now. So we'll start our drums. Set to 99. And I'll lay in my background track. Now I've stopped playing. You can hear that it's looping, so I'll go ahead and set it here. That way I don't hit any strings and throw something into the loop. Now I want to lay a bass in there as well. Set it back to 99. Wait till the right timing. And I've stopped playing again. Now it's doing the loop. Now, I'm done recording my background. Now here's the new trick. Using your edit buttons, go up to distortion. Now you can turn any of these functions on, distortion, compression, amplifier, any of these, while you're having the background play. It won't affect your background, and you can try different methods. So we'll turn our distortion on, leave it where it's at. Shut your drums off, just have your background track. Even change your distortion if you want. Track back with your edit button, back down to delay, and just hit the button off. Now, what I'll do is I'll do a little troubleshooting if you run into some problems. If you happen to be recording your track, you have this on, you're in 99, you're recording it and you suddenly don't like what you want, you can shut it off, but wait a moment, because anything in that measure that was still recorded is still going to be in there. So you wait about a measure of your drum beats playing, and then you can turn it back on, set it to 99, lay in your track that you want, and put it back to RH. So pretty much just think of it as 99 is what you record with, any sound you want, and I can show you as a demonstration here without the drums. So anything I do now, let me turn the sound on here, and then I wait. Now if I just shut this off and turn it right back on, you'll see what happens. It still catches a part of that loop because it's still within that time frame. So leave it off long enough so that it kind of clears that loop track, and then you can turn it back on and lay in whatever you want. Now another trick I like to do is, remember I mentioned your drums kind of set your pace and your tone. Well, you can kind of mess around with that. So let's try, say, we'll do in the country tracks here. Yeah, I know. Don't say anything. And we'll do country track 2. Now it's going to be a little different because we're going to set a different pace. Now I go back up to delay. Make sure I'm at 99 for my recording. And I'm going to shut my distortion off. I still have it on this whole time. So you just push the button straight down and that'll turn it on and off. Go back down to delay. Make sure we're at our 99. Now I've stopped playing. Turn it to RH. And we can just lay a lead over this as we want. Go back up to distortion. Set it to whatever we want. And I can do the same. I can add anything I want, even though I've still got this track. So I go back to delay, set it to 99. And I've stopped playing. Okay, that was a little obnoxious, but you get the point. Anytime you want to mess with any of these drum settings, remember your key factors are 1, your drums have to be set to 29. That's pretty much bottom line. The volume level on that, the last one here, doesn't matter. That's just your adjustment, how much drum you want in your track and whatnot. But remember, that's the crucial one, is the 29 for the beat rate. And then with your delay, make sure it's on. That your first effects sets it to 5.0, and that you're at RH just for that, and then 99 for any recording you want to do on the track. So hopefully this helps. And the last little bit of knowledge too is, if yours, when you start up, shows anything but 1.6, you can go to the Digitech website using the USB connection on the back of your RP150, hook it up to your computer. And also what that does is give you more ability to mess with your custom tracks that you have in here. And you can also download all kinds of sound banks for these things, as far as like Joe Satriani sounds and whatnot. So anyways, hope that was a little bit more descriptive and, you know, showed you a little bit more of what was going on. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment. Thanks. Bye-bye.